Alright, Tuesday morning, up early, went for a walk. Now just getting some breakfast in, some work in, happy days. Yeah, all in all, really solid start to this new season. Yesterday was day one of the cut, ticked all my boxes, trained, walked, got all of my calories, make sure all my calories were in check. Happy days. Haven't weighed myself this morning, but I'm sure the scales aren't really relevant 24 hours in. Just going through my... yesterday I got the new Calloused app up, which is effectively just our ROG tracking system that we're using for Season 0. This is our version 1 of the actual methodology philosophy that sits behind the personal training, that keeps people in check, that allows people to return. Our philosophy is very simple. We're the same as most PT. The difference is we have a return protocol. We have something for when the system breaks. Ordinarily with challenges, you come in 10 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it is, you go hard, and then you've got nothing to, one, take you thereafter, but also, when you're in that phase, it's very hard to be perfect for 10 or 12 weeks, even though that's the expectation that's sort of set down, because it's such a short amount of time that you want to make the most of it. But in my opinion, that mentality is what you bring into the challenge, and that mentality is the very thing that keeps you stuck. So what we have done is, okay, so what can we design for when it breaks? You might go hard for 2.5, 3 weeks and be perfect every single time. And then something happens, and sometimes it's not even in your control. Sometimes it is sick kid or school holidays or whatever it is. And you're like, fuck, what do I do now? And a lot of fitness challenges don't have that protocol. We do. So effectively what we've built here is an app for tracking. We don't go off vibes, we don't go off how you feel, we go off proof. So it's 84 days of proof, it's 12 weeks of proof. So if we look here in the app, right, if we look here at the app, now this is obviously on my computer, so it looks a little bit different, but you've got your Today tab here, so you've got your identity score, which effectively is just your lifetime score. Every time that you complete something, the identity score goes up. Your momentum, which is the more that you do consecutive days in a row, the more your momentum compounds, the more that your score increases via the momentum multiplier. Streaks, obviously yesterday was day one, so green streaks. Green days are where you've ticked all your boxes, as you can see up here, ticked all your boxes, green. So happy days. And then you've got, this is your season in itself. So this is Season 0, day 1. So this is from yesterday. You've got your movement floor. So 10 minutes of movement as a minimum. And then my ceiling, which I did legs, which you can see here, which I did legs. So boom, happy days. And then my nutritional floor, which is I tracked my food today, but my ceiling is was my calorie targets, which is 200 grams of protein and 2,000 calories as a whole. And then there's a little reflection here. So every day across the 84 days, there's a different prompt, and we've baked that into the system so that you're not just reflecting on the same question every day. It actually takes you on a journey from start to finish and allows you to sort of evolve as the season unfolds. So this is just a reflection of what happened last time. For me, I was forever just in a position of trying to be perfect and having that all or nothing mentality, and that mentality in itself was the very thing that kept me stuck. All right, and then yesterday what went right, so I trained, walked, filmed content, obviously got my calories in. It was a solid first day of a new season of the cut. Where did you feel the pull to quit? And then what are you carrying today? And then obviously, once everything's filled in here, this will illuminate as red. Right, this here will illuminate as red, and you can click it, and effectively that saves your data for the day. So once you click it, comes across to here. So if you just look up here and I untick ceiling, no, it's already, because it's already logged. All good. So now we come across to the season tab. Now this is where all your data from the today tab actually gets stored. So as I said, we've already gone through this bar here. Season 0, 84 days. Your staying power. So I've had 100% staying power. Now staying just means effectively executing at green for how long. So, you know, I might miss today, let's say, and that might go to 50% staying power. All right, and again, this is all just data. This isn't, you know, this isn't here to say you're good, you're bad. Data is data, it's emotionless, and we need to treat data as such, because if there isn't progress, then we can look at the data and make logical, rational decisions rather than emotional ones. All right, so staying power, and then just score all the rest of it. And then this is our graph. So you'll see here, first day, little 10 in there. There's just 10 identity points that I accumulated for the day and a green day. So tomorrow or after today is done, and I log today's actual performance, then, you know, you'll see another square here. The intention is for it to be green. We go from there. And then breakdown of what the season actually looks like, how many green days, how many orange, how many red, how many 0. So effectively that is the Calloused app. Yeah, still, as I say, it's version 1, it's very raw, but the plan now is to bring people through the system, bring people through the season and actually give them a transformation, but more than that physical transformation, more than losing weight or whatever the goal is when you come in. The biggest thing is who you become along that way. If you can learn to not be perfect and give yourself enough grace to just return quickly, your life can look so different in 12, 18, 24 months' time. That was the biggest thing for me, is every time I fell off, I would disappear. And I'd disappear for such a long time until the discomfort of where I was again became too heavy to hold. I was like, fuck, I need to do something. If you can just learn to give yourself a little bit of grace when life is chaos, and life is always chaos, and just return quickly when you fuck up, which you will fuck up because you're human, the stats are inevitable, then you can stay in the game longer. And the longer you stay in the game, the more proof you accumulate. And the more proof you accumulate, the more you become the person that you say you want to become.